Good evening, I'm Jeff Koinange, and this is Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski. And if it's Thursday, you know it's all about inspiration. And you know how last week we were honoring Africa's finest, the best and the brightest? Well, it's only fair we continue this week with another young man, a story that's going to blow your minds. Talk about overcoming insurmountable odds, overcoming adversity, diligently sticking to your game plan and becoming top of your game. That's my guest today. In fact, take a look at this clip.
Hili ni mojawapo ya maboma yaliyokumbwa na mkasa huo wa mvua iliyonyesha usiku kucha. Wenye boma hili hawakulala. Walikuwa na kibarua kigumu cha kusomba vitu kutoka kwenye nyumba, lakini hawakuweza kusomba vyote. The arrival of more mapping, scanning and lighting equipment from Cape Town and Dubai was a big boost to the recovery process. 4 days after the crash, investigators had not laid their hands on several pieces of debris strewn all over the beach, like this film lying across here. A well-presented idea, like the book of Proverbs in the Bible says, is like a design of gold in a set of silver. Hii ni sehemu ya mto Nairobi, karibu na sehemu ya mabanda ya majengo. Mto huu yaonekana sasa ndilo pipa la kutupia takataka ya aina mbalimbali. Ni pendekezo la wengi kwamba wakazi wawajibike na vile huduma za baraza la mji wa Nairobi zibinafsishwe ili mashirika yaliyo na uwezo yasaidie kusafisha mji huu. Alama hizi ni za kuonyesha kwamba una haki ya kuvuka kwanza wewe mtembeaji. Kuwe na gari, kusiwe na gari kulingana na sheria za trafiki. Kuna wale wanaoelewa na kuna wale wasioelewa. Mama, unajua unatakana wewe ndio upite magari kikuja, hii ni zebra. Lakini uchunge utakanyagwa, hebu tujaribu huyo tuone. Asante ndugu kwa kuheshimu zebra. Naona huyo ametuheshimu. Na niaje? We, hii inaitwa zebra crossing kwa raia kupita. Now, since their inauguration, the Deputy President has visited Central Africa, West Africa, and within the theme of economic diplomacy, the Deputy President visited Japan during the first week of June for bilateral talks.
Who better than, yes, one of our very own? He just happens to work for KTN once again, just happens to have been named the Social Media Awards Social Media Personality of the Year and overall, what was it, most influential media, most influential media personality of the year. At the recent Soma Award, he wasn't even there to accept it because he was on assignment. And by the way, 2016 has been an amazing year for him. At the Media Council Awards, the Ajay Awards, he was voted winner, Environmental Reporting Award. This man is on a roll at the age of 45, but it wasn't always that way. His story, I tell you. In fact, he was in Nairobi after growing up in Vihiga County all his life in Mashinani, came to Nairobi, called up KBC, and he'll tell us the story. But the long and short of it is, he began volunteering for free to work for KBC. Later on, he did a diploma at the university in journalism, was hired back as an intern at KBC. After that, he went on to Citizen, the early days, one of the first hires. That's right. Went on to KTN, back to Citizen. Now runs his own outfit. He calls it Chams Media. He's the CEO, founder. I tell you, that program that comes on every week on KTN called Daring Abroad, it's his brainchild. Not only is he doing that, he's mentoring a whole new generation of journalists. Great story. Sit back. You're going to want to listen to this, especially those of you who want to be journalists and want to be like him when you grow up. We're going to use the hashtag Chamwada at JKL tonight. Chamwada at JKL. His Twitter handle is at Alex Chamwada.
At Alex Chamwada.
There you go. Mine is at Koinange Jeff. Hashtag again, Chamwada at JKL. Sit back. What a guest. Alex Chamwada. I can't believe this. What a story. Congratulations,
Thank
my
you.
brother.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm glad to be on your show.
Are you really? Are you daring to be on JKL?
Daring.
You're
very
daring.
Yes. International.
So listen,
Yes.
you're growing up in Mashinani.
Mashinani, Ruro, Shags.
Huko kabisa.
Kabisa.
Vihiga.
Shags, Vihiga, Mbale. My village is Elongo. Of course, the people of Elongo should hear this. They nurtured me. They brought me up.
Is that anywhere near Emmanuelia?
Emmanuelia is a bit far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But,
okay.
well,
Okay.
not very far.
And then University, Moi.
Begin with secondary, high school, Mumias. St. Peter's Mumias High School, also Shags.
Yes.
Then university, More University main campus.
Majoring in?
Information sciences, and I studied librarianship, publishing. So I
Because
didn't-
you wanted to be a publisher, or?
No, it was by accident. I wanted to be a journalist. So when we were filling the forms in high school, I thought this is all about journalism. Oh my, when I went to campus, I realized it's not. Well, you are shaped to be a good journalist by going through such courses, because eventually I learned that, journalists are, don't specialize, and you can come from any field. You can come from medicine and become a journalist. So I got encouragement from the lecturers that you will still be a journalist, although what I was studying was subjects like librarianship, publishing, and archiving. But you see, that has some advantage to a journalist,
Sure.
where you learn sources of information,
Yes.
you learn how to classify things, and I think I'm good at that. Yeah,
Ah.
archiving, yes.
So it helped you later on?
It helped me later on.
Okay, so you're on your way to Mombasa
Yes.
for some environmental...
An environmental club. We are going for a trip in Mombasa in 1994. I think early 1994. Now we stop in Nairobi to have lunch. So my colleagues go all over, you know the chips place
Yes.
along Moi Avenue. So I
Yes.
was seeing Moi Avenue for the first time from Bundus.
Yes.
So I had been listening to James Mwaura, who had a program on KBC called Mwangaza, titled Mwangaza. It was a magazine show, informative show, current affairs, yes, but issues that are informative about environment, agriculture. I loved it. I used to listen to it. And I decided, let me call James Mwaura and just be bold and say, can you give me a chance to come? You listen to my voice. I would love to have my voice in your program. Give me a chance. So I went in a booth along University Way, I think Lilian Towers,
Yes.
those
red boxes.
Yeah, red boxes, use coins and krrr. So I called KBC, and lucky enough, the operator found Mwaura, and Mwaura said, young man, I introduced myself. In Kiswahili, mimi naitwa Alex Chamwada. Napenda kipindi chako sana. Ningependa unisikize, niko hapa Nairobi, uone kama unaweza kutumia sauti yangu. Nasema, hey, you are very bold, young man. Uko wapi? Nikamwambia, niko hapa Lilian Towers. Ananiambia, kuja KBC. Unajua mahali iko? Nasema, yes, because I used to listen. When they would wind up the program,
Yes.
they give the address,
Yes.
Harituk Road,
Yes.
off University Way.
Yes.
So I walked to KBC, and I found James Mwaura waiting for me at the main gate. He said, are you the Chamwada? I said, yes. He took me inside, showed me the studios. For the first time, I was seeing recording studios and the continuity announcers. I was seeing Gladys Erude, I was seeing Billy Omala, I was seeing Akina Mambo Mbotela for the
Yes.
first time.
Yes.
Then he took me behind the microphone, gave me a script to read. He said, sauti yako nzuri, Kiswahili pia kizuri, tunaweza fanya. But akaniambia, but you will not be paid. Kaambia, yes, I want to be a volunteer. Kamwambia, niko Moi University. Akasema, sasa itakuwaje, uko mbali? Akasema, basi ukiwa Nairobi, you can be coming. We record several inserts. You can record like 10 inserts. Go back to Moi University, and
Yes.
you are on week every day.
Yes.
That day I was on air. When he was recording me, testing me, little did I know that he would use that insert the same day, because his program was gonna air the same evening. So while on the way to Mombasa, continuing with the trip, I was already on air. That's the seed James Mwaura made me.
And people were hearing you when we were back in...
Yes, my parents, my
yes.
siblings, those days. And when I left Moi University for Mombasa, my parents didn't know, my siblings didn't know. So they had Alex Chamwada. Na sasa tumusikize Alex Chamwada. They were like,
How? But he's in Moi University. But of course, to cut the long story short, I explained to them later. So and then eventually I would be on air occasionally. And rudimentary technology, he told me you could be recording some inserts while you are in Moi University on a radio cassette and send the cassette. Then he would use in his program. Then eventually, he introduced me. When I finished campus in 1996, I was now hustling in Nairobi. And then he introduced me to other producers at KBC. There are many, Topista Nabusova, there was Kipindi cha Watoto, I would participate in it.
You did Kipindi cha Watoto?
Kipindi cha Watoto. It used to air every Saturday. Do you remember?
Yes.
Correct. You know?
Would they start with Paukwa?
Ndio. So I would go with a recorder. Sahani ya mchele. Go with a recorder.
Baiskeli ya mwalimu.
Yes. I was in that program. People see me on TV. We began from radio.
Watu wametoka mbali?
Watu wametoka mbali. Yeah. Then, so I got a job for a while with, in the publishing industry. There was an NGO called the Foundation for the Promotion of Children's Publications in Africa. But it had a lot of connection with the publishers and publishers organizations. So we used to organize book fairs, reading tents.
Are you still doing KBC?
KBC is voluntary. It's a meanwhile.
There's
but
no money.
Then there's no money. But in the publishing industry, then I was earning some money to pay rent and hang around.
And then you got a chance to do a diploma.
While now,
postdoctorate.
yes, I got a chance to do a postgraduate diploma in journalism at the University of Nairobi. I applied for a scholarship. I read an advert in a newspaper, applied, and I was lucky to be picked. Only 2 people were picked that year, I and Munyori Buku, who is
now inside the big house.
Inside the big house at State House. Munyori Buku and Alex Chamwada that year.
What?
We got a scholarship from Conrad Adenauer Foundation. So it was a 1-year postgraduate diploma. Then eventually now got a better way of going to KBC newsroom for attachment. For a while after my attachment, KBC gave me a temporary job for about 3 months.
And then?
Then Citizen. Citizen began in March 1999. I'm one of the pioneer reporters of Radio Citizen at Ambank House from KBC. So the journey continues. Radio. Citizen TV haijaanza.
Bado mko kwa radio.
Radio. Yeah, na tunahusishwa fixing the station. Literally the station sisi ndio tulijenga, fixing wires here, testing radio.
Were you a regular on Citizen Radio then?
Yes, I was regular. I was a reporter, even reading news on radio. And we had a stable salary for a while. Then you know what happened later.
Things went a little south.
Yeah, the station was not in really what I would say good books with the government of the day.
Yes.
So we tulienda bila mshahara for several months.
Oh no.
Yes.
And then
and the who is who in this industry passed through Citizen.
Correct.
You had Carol Radul, Shafi Weru, Emmanuel Juma, Joe Ageo, Rita Tinina, even Bernardo Tieno, Sophie Kenye.
No.
Yeah, then we scattered. Some went to KTN, others to KBC.
Yes.
A miracle happened. While everyone was scattering, I got another chance, an invitation to go to Voice of America in Washington, D.C. for internship. Why? I'd been an active contributor to their radio programs. No pay because Radio Citizen and Voice of America are affiliates. So I went there for 3 months, and it was timely because it was during the 2000 U.S. presidential elections. You remember Al Gore and Bush? I used to see you on CNN.
Correct.
Yeah, I used to see you on CNN.
My
Yeah.
God. You were there?
Yes.
In D.C.?
In Washington, D.C. Back at Citizen, things are not so good. Coming back, then I was called by KTN, kuja tukupatie kazi. So from the U.S. to KTN now.
As a regular reporter?
I was now employed as a TV reporter. Yeah.
So from radio, now you've transitioned?
Yeah, but before, there was a period when Citizen TV began in October, I think. So for a while also, I was reporting on TV. So it was not my first time.
What was the transition like from radio to TV?
A bit difficult. You know, TV can be intimidating.
Very.
I was used to radio, and my language was Kiswahili then. I began doing Kiswahili, reporting in Kiswahili. But then I was to begin reporting in both Kiswahili and English. and it was not smooth trying to now become an English reporter.
Yes.
My English was bad. It was and,
even you admit it.
yes, and I used to be told that I have an accent. And you know, things move so fast. While I was still in University of Nairobi doing postgraduate diploma, I tried to go into KTN. So I wrote, I was very ambitious. I wanted to be a news anchor. Oh my, I think I was over ambitious. So I was called for screen test.
Yes. English or Swahili?
English now. So a senior anchor who's now retired, oh, listen to me, and it was just, oh my, no, no, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing postgraduate diploma in mass communication. What's your first degree? Information sciences. I think in journalism you can't make it. You are a good researcher, but I don't.
Joroge Mwaura told you that?
I did say Joroge Mwaura. But you know what?
Yeah.
He was God sent, because by telling me that, I went to work harder. I said, I'll prove him wrong. Yes. I'm going to work hard, because he told me, your accent is bad.
Yeah.
Your construction of sentences. So I went, worked hard. Later on, I was back at KTN.
And Alex, that is
So
a
if
lesson.
he didn't, so I really appreciate that he gave me that criticism.
Sure.
Yes.
And this
He
is a
made me-
lesson for young upcoming journalists,
Yes.
that if they are discouraged by people,
and it's never
They
easy.
should work harder.
It's never smooth.
No.
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Do you tell them that when you're mentoring?
I tell them when I go to campuses, to colleges to give a talk, I tell them I share my story, and that's one way of mentoring.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Your big break, Alex.
Yes.
Your big break. Was it the 2008 elections?
2008. Now I'm back at Citizen because I left KTN again in 2008 to Citizen. I was looking for new ventures, growth. You know, I'm one who, if I feel routine has started setting in, I get bored. I want to do new stuff.
Yeah.
So not in bad faith, but I decided, let me go to a station that is still growing and prove that yes, you can even grow where Badu were Kochini, and that's how you are proven to be good or not. So.
Yes.
I was poached, literally. I was asked, can you come and help us to grow the station? Initially, I was called to go and be an editor-in-chief, to take someone's job. But I said, no, I don't think, because they were saying the editors are not good, the station is doing bad. I said, no, the editors are good. You need food soldiers like me. So just give me that money
Right.
and leave me to do field work.
Yes.
Your screen should look good. So you need more food soldiers. Later on they said, yeah, you have a point. So I saved someone a job
Wow.
by
Wow.
refusing to be an editor.
Correct.
Yes. So then came the election, 2008. I was in the US covering the US election. Obama.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obama.
Yes.
What was that like?
Oh, it was my first time to really now go into real political coverage. And you know, it's international. Everyone is watching.
Yes.
The whole nation. Kenyans were obsessed with Obama, their son, Kogelo, everywhere. There were big screens all over. I know. Then what made it exciting is because of the connection, the Kenyan connection. And that gave me the excitement because I knew I have an audience that is really following.
Absolutely.
That people want to be inspired through Obama.
Did you enjoy covering it?
I enjoyed covering it a great deal, and I got support from the Voice of America. You know, I'd been there in 2000, as I told you.
Yep.
So 2008, and that's the power of networks. So I got a place there. They told me, come, you can have a desk, a computer, a phone. You can give you production support. They gave me a producer. I went with a cameraman from Kenya. But that really was a boost from Voice of America, and that's the power of networks.
So, and also the good work you had done
and
back
the
in
good
2000.
work I'd done there, and
Yes.
that's what I keep telling young people, that when you go somewhere, leave a good name. And one thing leads to another. Contacts, networking, very powerful.
Did you ever get close to Obama or his people?
The closest I got to him was during rallies. I was facilitated well enough to fly around. I was in Florida, Virginia, I went to Maryland, I went to Ohio. Do I say?
No, you don't say it. You just whisper.
Yes. I went to Atlanta. But at the same time, I was covering McCain. So I would balance Obama, maybe. I went early during campaigns before the election itself. So of course, in proximity, I would be near the podium, and I never shook his hand. I never interviewed him, but it felt good that the guy is just a few meters away,
Yeah.
and you're getting sound bites. You are hooked, so it's real.
It's real
yeah,
sound.
Yeah, it's real.
It's
you
real
know,
sound.
yeah.
But why couldn't you just reach out and say, hey, I'm from Kenya, Mr.
I tried,
Senator Obama?
I tried, but you know the crowd. I tried, but it didn't see me. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
before we go to break, Alex, real quick, there's an election literally in
Yes.
days' time. Who do you think is going to win?
Something I wouldn't. I mean, I leave it there. I don't know. I don't know.
You're not going to go on a limb and say,
I don't know.
huh?
It's still early. People
Yeah.
have not campaigned.
No, I'm
Why?
not saying, over there in America in a few days' time.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Hapana, wachana ya hii ni
Hii-
Kobali. America now. Trump, Hillary.
I think Hillary will win.
You do?
Yes. I'm going by the polls as we see them,
Yeah.
and I mean Trump's campaign, you see, has been crumbling.
Yes.
People,
Yeah.
you know,
He's
the campaigners,
self-destructing.
Yes, they are self-destructing. I think Hillary will win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's take a break, come back, talk about more. By the way, congratulations on your Soma.
Thank you.
Were you surprised when you got this?
I was pleasantly surprised. I was on the road to Kampala.
I know, I remember.
Daring abroad.
I was the host.
So, of course, the digital affairs manager was there
Yeah.
to pick the prize for me.
Yes.
Then they called me and said, "You've been picked the most influential
Media
person." I said,
personality.
"Oh my!" Eh? So we celebrated in the car, you know, moving. Then we said, "Thank God." So we started taking a nap. Kumbe, the ceremony was still continuing. So later on, I see another call. Alex. I thought maybe I've tweeted a wrong thing. I need to correct a tweet. So the gentlemen are telling me, you've been picked overall. I said, how did that happen? Overall.
I still
Pleasantly surprised.
don't know how it happened. By
You are the master of ceremony.
Yes,
Were you surprised?
very.
Why?
Because I wasn't nominated.
So you are jealous.
Well done. Let's take a break, come back and talk about daring abroad.
Daring abroad.
Talk about the family.
And the Chamwada report. 2 shows.
That's right. I remember the Chamwada reports. You're very innovative, huh? You never gave up. Huh? Never gave up. Alex Chamwada, what a story. I tell you, anyone who's aspiring to be a journalist, listen to Alex's story. You must write a book, by the way.
I'm in the process of writing one.
Yeah?
Yes.
Have you read mine?
Mine will be more international than yours. You wait. I've read yours.
How is yours?
You wait. I can't preempt it.
Keep tweeting at Alex Chamwada at Koinange Jeff. The hashtag Chamwada at JKL. This is one story for the books. And if you haven't been inspired now, I don't know what's going to inspire you, because we are celebrating literally our best and brightest. Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski takes a break. We'll be back in a moment.